Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show is a Boink Studios production. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Boink Studios. And check us out on boinkstudios.com, where you can see all of our projects, past, present, and future. And now, on with the show.
Hey, hey! What is up? This is Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show. I'm Tom. Say hello to the boy.
Hello, people.
Hello, people. This is episode number 39. We are churning right along, or at least we're attempting to.
It's been forever since we've been on the podcast and on our way to get food.
Yeah, that's true. We're not on our way to get food. By the way, have you ate today?
No.
Have you not eaten anything today?
No.
Well, that was dumb. I haven't eaten anything either. I haven't even had coffee today, and it's after 12 o'clock noon, which is very weird.
And we're on our way to Men's Warehouse to drop back off my dress pants.
Yes.
Because...
Your uncle got married yesterday.
Yes.
We were there for the big happy event. And we had to get dress pants for the boy because he doesn't do well with pants, folks. So we rented a pair of dress pants, which sounds goofy, but
yeah.
They got the job done. You looked good in them too, and you looked nice yesterday, so that's good.
That truck right there was almost going to hit the grass.
Well, as we've established here on the show since...
People don't know how to drive.
Right, since day number 2, I think. So, today's been a lazy day so far. I got up this morning and I wrote 3 columns, played a little bass, and read up on some stuff. And yeah, there's not been much happening today.
For some reason, I felt like it was like 11 o'clock whenever I woke up.
What time was it when you woke up?
8:13.
Good Lord, that's a far cry from 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And then I looked at my clock, it said like 12:49 or something because I don't never set my clock anymore.
Right.
So.
Speaking of Far Cry, that made me think of video games. Tell the good people what we just bought.
2K19 WWE.
That's right. WWE's latest edition. It's fun. The gameplay is the controls are very similar to the other games. The animation is fantastic.
Never play the $1 Million Tower.
$1 Million Tower is a bit difficult.
You're versus AI, but they're the legend.
Well, the first guy is not really a legend. It's Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
But you're playing as AJ Styles, and AJ actually introduces it on the game.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Nice touch. But they've made it extraordinarily hard, which I guess is the point. But I don't understand that. See, my philosophy on video games, especially when it comes to like boss battles and stuff.
Yeah.
If it's just like a side mission or just like an ancillary addition or whatever to the game, I may or may not play it because I don't want to get frustrated. I don't want to hate the game. I figure I paid good money for this game. I want to enjoy it. It doesn't mean I don't want to challenge. It doesn't mean I can't handle it if it's hard. But why subject yourself to a bunch of nonsense, which is what AI usually is nonsense.
Yes.
Because Bobby Roode's unbeatable, and I like Bobby Roode, but they're making Bobby Roode out to be like Triple H, where you just can't beat him.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. He gets back up. You're selling for him, but he won't sell for you. He pops back up like Hogan or something.
He pops back up like he just woke up from a nightmare. And AJ, on the other hand, is still asleep, dreaming about something good.
Dreaming about not being in a match against Bobby Roode.
Yeah. And he won't get up until like 10 seconds has passed.
Yeah. And like Bobby's putting the boots to him and picking him up, and doing a finisher.
You can't even block. You can't even reverse it.
No.
Because I pressed it way too. I pressed it right at the same time, and it still didn't do nothing. It didn't say too fast, too late. It didn't say anything.
And the problem is, he can reverse everything.
Yeah.
Which is kind of not fair.
Yes.
But, yeah. It is what it is, I guess.
Why does the mail run on Sundays now?
Huh?
Why does the mail run on Sundays?
The mail does run on Sundays sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah.
Usually the mail would never run on Sundays, but like UPS will run on Sundays, which is odd.
But that's kind of like the mail.
I guess.
Except packages.
Yeah, UPS is a different company than the U.S. Postal Service.
Yeah.
But do we endorse the game? Yes.
Yes.
I enjoy it. I think it's fun to play. I've enjoyed all of WWE games for the most part. There's quirks about it. It gets stuck from time to time. But I think any game is going to have at least some sort of glitch in it somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know how every single game can be perfect, but anyway, we bought it the day after it came out. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't remember the last time we didn't buy a WWE game. Do you? I think we've bought every one of them.
Yeah. Because I know you got 2012.
Yeah.
2013. I haven't seen like the other. Well, yeah, I actually have. That's for the PS2 that you got them for.
Yep. Because
that's the 2000 and 2001 and 2002.
Well, before the 2K became 2K, it was WWE. It was Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah.
So I had all those games for the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
But a little bit of a traffic flow here, folks. Traffic jam, I should say. So, as you can tell by the noise, we are
in the car again.
Yep, on the road as always.
Like I said, we should call this the 30-minute road show.
Yeah, we missed opportunity. It might be cool to change it up at some point. You know what? We could change it up. Mm-hmm. I mean, who's to say it has to continue to be called 30-minute fun show? Yeah. I mean, change is good sometimes.
30-minute fun road show.
I'd have to change the graphics and everything, get a new picture of us.
30-minute fun road show.
Well, the picture that you guys see on this show is of us in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Not this past cruise, but the cruise
way before.
Was it 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was whenever I was in first grade.
Wow. Yeah. Jeez. So.
And now I'm in fourth.
We've took some funny pictures of ourselves since then. And by the way, I'm thinking about doing another show. Have I told you?
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Because I love to talk about comic books and comic book TV shows and movies and music and stuff, and I don't really do that on the Pro Wrestling Podcast. So what?
That Pontiac belt hit that car in front of me.
Well, I don't really talk that kind of stuff on the main event, so I have to do it somewhere else. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to put my name on it because I'm an attention hound, and because I like to brand. That's our brand, the Tom Clark brand. So, Tom Clark's Boink Studios fan cast. I don't know. Tom Clark's Boink cast. I don't know. I was thinking about, like, and of course all the regular ones are taken. I thought about Tom Clark's Fanboy Review.
Yeah.
But there's already a Fanboy Review.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you have to figure there would be.
Well, yeah.
Of course, the main event's pretty generic too, but not Tom Clark's main event.
Yeah.
Because that's got my name on. No one can take that.
Ha-ha.
Ha-ha. Hey. Oh. So, yeah. Speaking of comic books and movies and stuff,
we're going to see Venom one day.
Yeah, we're going to see Venom probably this week. It has not gotten good reviews thus far. Last time I saw it was in the low 30s.
Gosh.
Whew, yeah. On Rotten Tomatoes. But I ran into someone yesterday that's like, if you have to go see it, give it a chance. It's worth your time. I'm like, well, now you're changing my mind. Now I think I want to go see it. So, yeah. I'm probably going to go see it now.
Crazy if they said that it's not good.
Well, how do you know it's not good? We haven't seen it.
I've seen even though I've just seen the trailer, it looks good.
Well, trailer doesn't mean anything a lot of times.
Yeah.
I've seen amazing trailers in the film. I see the film like, oh, this was terrible. Or
Justice League. just DC movies.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
The Venom got a rating of what a DC movie would rating.
Yeah, really, which is crap. So, the change of weather is occurring as we speak.
And now we have to wear darn jackets and pants every day.
I'm not pretty happy about it at all.
Me either.
I
love wearing shorts.
I like the fall, don't get me wrong, but there's a sense of dread for me over the fall because it's ultimately going to lead to winter. And I'm not a fan of the winter at all. So, yeah.
Oh, there's that new place.
That's right.
It's amazing.
That's right. Well, what are we talking about?
Guitar Center.
The Guitar Center has arrived in our hometown here. And we're pretty darn happy about it.
Yep.
I've got my eye on a couple new bass in there, and
he already wants to buy one.
I do. But it's $400, and I don't know if I want to drop that kind of coin on something right now, but it's a Precision B, or was it Esquire B? What do they call it? Precision B, Precision bass. And it's like a sky blue. Is it green? Like, I guess you call it green.
Yeah, it's like a really teal green.
Yeah.
With like that little silver cover on the bottom.
Yeah, it's flashback bass. It resembles something from the 1970s. So I love the retro look of it, which is pretty sweet. And it sounds great. I pulled it down and played it. And I'm like, oh, this just feels amazing. The tone, the touch, the overall sound, the feel. It's a very comfortable bass to play. It's smooth. Sounds great. But, you know, the $400...
drums.
You did, didn't you?
But it wasn't good.
Well, I keep telling you we can get you lessons, man.
I do.
Well, you say you do, but you tend to want to give up on stuff quite a bit. That's what bothers me. It's what concerns me about this. But, yeah. So, I'd like to buy it, but there again, $400 price tag.
Yeah.
But they've got several more in there to choose from, and I'm not in a hurry to buy a new one. I've got my original bass, Christina, as I call her. She's at home right now. I played her this morning, actually. So.
And then he got an acoustic.
It's acoustic 6-string, but I don't play it because I don't play guitar. You know what I could do? I wonder what Guitar Center does in terms of trade-in.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to find out. If I could trade that thing in for about $100, maybe.
500?
No, that's not gonna happen.
You said that.
I said 100.
Oh.
If I get like $100 out of that acoustic, which I don't know if I could put it towards that precision bass.
Yeah.
But it still would be $300. Whew. Yeah. Now, like I said, I don't want to rush it, but knowing my luck, well, it's not luck. Someone's going to buy that thing,
Yeah.
and it's going to be gone. And when it is, I would have missed my chance. But you know what? If it's gone before I can buy one, it just proves it wasn't meant to be. I guess that's how that works.
Well, yeah.
So, for a Sunday, we're already running into some traffic on the road because,
Yep.
there again, people can't drive. So, it is what it is. It's overcast today. It's chilly. Like I said, we've hit the change in the weather. The time will change soon. I love the fall because I love me some pumpkin stuff. I'm looking forward to putting the tree up, which happens when?
The day after Halloween.
There it is. November 1st is when our tree goes up because I'm psycho.
Yes.
Because I loves me some Christmas. Did I tell you I watched the first episode of Titans?
What is that?
Okay, so Titans is on the DC Universe app. Titans is the first live-action Teen Titans TV show. But they're not exactly teenagers.
They're like older.
Yeah, I'd let you.
Like anime and stuff.
I'd let you watch it, but man, it's pretty violent, and it's got some really bad language in it too. It's very adult. Let's put it that way.
It's not the adult. It's the adult version of Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. I don't know if you can say that, but it's very adult, put it that way.
5 more minutes until they open.
Yep. Yes, we are. Did we say where we're going?
Yeah. Men's Warehouse.
Right, Men's Warehouse to return these suit pants. They tried to sell us a tux, or to rent us a tux. I'm like, nah, I don't think
Just
the boy needs a tux. Just the pants. So, that's where we're going to get right now.
Yeah.
Man, it's cloudy. It's a low ceiling, as they like to call it. Do you know what that means? Look how low the clouds are. It makes it feel like the sky's right on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a low ceiling.
Well, it is.
Feels that way.
It's up top.
We may have to stop and get something, because I don't know if I can go the entire day without eating.
I can.
Wesley, no, you can't. I know you. Thomasville, was it store closed? Everything must go by the bankruptcy. Quantities are limited. I don't know where that's at, but there's signs everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
Oh yeah, they're bringing Toys R Us back.
Toys R Us evidently kicked out at 2. They were going to lose the match. It was over. And just as the ref was coming down to count 3, they lifted the shoulder up. So it's not over yet. Toys R Us is going to make a comeback, folks.
But we don't know if it's coming back to Hickory.
Don't know. I'd be surprised if it didn't come back somewhere in North Carolina, but I don't know if it'll be around here. It would be cool if it did.
Mm-hmm. I hope it comes back in the same place.
I don't think that's going to happen. Here's who I feel bad for. I feel bad for the people that worked for Toys R Us that lost their jobs.
Yeah.
Because now the company's coming back, and these people have probably already moved on and got other jobs.
Oh,
and they're like, dude, what happened?
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah. I mean, good for them. I don't know if Toys R Us is an American-owned company. I think they are, but I can't swear to it. So if that's the case, good for them.
Yeah.
Especially good for them. But I don't know, man. Gonna be interesting to see what happens. We need Toys R Us in this country. The last great toy store, I think you could call it, because Walmart's pretty much taken over everything.
Yes.
Unfortunately for us, because God help us all.
Mm-hmm. Walmart, God help us all.
That's right. But yeah, gonna be interesting to see what happens. Stay tuned on that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to perhaps perusing another Toys R Us at some point in the near future. They didn't close all the locations, I don't think, did they? Or did they? Yeah, that's right. They left some in certain countries, which is weird. Well, yeah, they split from here. Soon to return. So, like I said, man, it's chilly. Right now the temp reads 59 degrees, and it doesn't feel like 59 if we can be honest about it. It's chilly, and the sun is not out, which is not helping anything.
2 more minutes. We got here just in time.
Yep. So, what else is going on, man? You got school back in tomorrow.
Darn it.
You're so back and forth on school. Some days you love it. Other days you're like,
Oh, wait, no. I love school tomorrow, actually.
Why tomorrow?
Because we have a substitute, and we also get to watch Because of Winn-Dixie.
Oh.
Miss Holden is the best substitute in the world.
Is she really? That's a big statement. Interesting. Well, you like your teacher, though, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Look at these kids. That kid with shorts on. That's good parenting skills, Mom, you doofus.
And the other kids wearing pants.
In a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the mall. The mall might be my least favorite place on the planet besides Walmart.
Might have to do some time traveling.
There's no might about it. Let's get... Oh, he's just now unlocking the doors. We should, bum rush him right now. Say, hey!
Yeah.
Open the door!
Mm-hmm. Time traveling.
Yeah, we're going to have to, aren't we? So... yeah, man. We're going to have to do this thing we do, where we like to do, where we just time travel. You folks will never know that we're gone. So, hold tight. And just like that, we're back. Didn't even notice we were gone, did you?
No.
I barely noticed we were gone. That took 0.02 seconds.
Yeah.
I
It's like a minute.
I like when stuff's easy. I like easy. I don't much care for complicated. I'm to the point now in my life where I'm like, if it's too hard, I don't want any part of it. Well, I mean, it depends on what it is. Huh?
Oh, it's a Corvette.
It's not a Corvette. It's a Firebird.
Oh.
It's nice. That's old school right there, buddy. Looks like that car from Hooper. No, the car from Hooper's a Trans Am.
Huh?
But, man, that's a nice car. I love the old muscle cars. I love them. You're more of the new, like you're more into the foreign cars. Oh, that's bad. Nice.
Ferraris.
Yep.
All the other stuff.
Bugatti! I don't know why I want to say it like that. It's Bugatti, but I want to say Bugatti, which is dumb. But so we got to go get gas before we run out because I'm not walking. It's too cold.
We gotta go to Lenore.
Yes, going to the great metropolis known as Lenore. Good gracious!
Sped off.
Because we're going to go see your grandparents.
Yep.
Yep. Because we haven't seen them in quite a long time.
Yeah.
We're going to take the long way around, by the way.
Yeah.
Get gas down here. We usually stop. So, yeah, we're passing Guitar Center right now. And ironically enough, it's in the same shopping center that Toys R Us used to be in.
Yeah.
Funny. Toys R Us have been there forever, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Man. Well, we can't do fast food. I'm done with fast food. So whatever we do today, we're going to have to figure out something that's healthy. By the way, I'm officially... Wow, let's hit the car. Did you see that?
No.
I am 27 pounds down now. Pushing 30.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get there. It's just... This time it's taken much longer than the previous time I lost weight. I mean, I guess it is. But the last time I did this, I lost 90 pounds in a year. Well, it wasn't even a year. I think it was more like 9-10 months. But
I think we need to get over because there's a gas station up here.
yeah, but I don't want to stop there. It's too hard to get in and out. That Shell station, it's too hard to get in and out.
Yeah.
It's right there on traffic. But yeah, so it's taken some time because I'm not, like the last time I did this, I was really eating nothing. I mean, you can't remember that, can you? You were too little. But I was legit eating nothing. I mean, I would go the entire day. And basically, I had a bowl of cereal and a banana for breakfast. For lunch, I had nothing, or I would have another banana. And then for dinner, I would have like...
A bite or two.
It was nothing for me to have like a plate of crackers and cottage cheese for dinner.
The heck?
What?
They fixed that sinkhole.
Is it filled in?
Yeah.
Shut up, it is.
Oh, goodness.
The great monstrosity of Hickory is filled in, folks.
Yeah.
And if you don't live here, you don't know what I'm talking about.
It's a big sinkhole that happened to this restaurant.
Yes, it was a restaurant called Buffalo's, I think. But it was not Buffalo Wild Wings. It was actually, I forget the name.
No, I was about to say, is it Buffalo Wild?
No. There was a gigantic sinkhole opened up at the parking lot, and it actually opened up and took a brand new Prowler. Have you seen those cars? I'll show you the Prowler. I don't think they were made for very long. It looked like a retro, like car from the 20s or 30s is what it looked like, but it was like really updated, modern, sleek. You know, it was a different kind of ride. I think it was a Prowler he had, and it was brand new. And the thing opened up and took his car. And I'm pretty sure that the insurance company bought him a new one. But what they did was they patched up the sinkhole. And they pulled the car out. They displayed the car in front of the restaurant. Torn all to pieces. As just a conversation piece. Well,
it sunk again.
It sunk again because sinkholes tend to do what the name suggests. They sink. Mm-hmm. So she opened up again, threatened to swallow the whole town this time. Yeah. And so they're like, well, this isn't going to work. So they tore the hole out, made it much bigger to figure out what was going on.
Like, I don't know.
It's been years.
2 to 3 months.
It's been years since that hole was open.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally been years. So I think since before you were born. Mm-hmm. I think.
And then they just fixed it like probably yesterday.
Well, look at it. There's grass growing on it, right?
Yeah.
It's been fixed then. I don't know what they did, but here's the thing. You'd be absolutely crazy to build something on top of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the plan is now.
Oh no, there's a building right where the sinkhole was.
Shut up. How'd I miss that?
Yeah, but there was it wasn't like advertised for nothing.
Oh, I see.
It was just like a plain building.
Right.
That had a sign on it, but then I guess it got ripped off.
Interesting.
Hey, there's Porsches up there.
Is there? Are there? Why am I talking like you? Is there?
Yep.
Yeah, there's some nice rides up there.
Ooh. Porsche.
There's Kia. That's where we bought the SUV.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of what else is going on right now.
You wouldn't know what we should do.
What should we do?
We should get a pink mustache, and we should go buy a white Kia.
A pink mustache?
Yeah. Remember from Conan last night?
Oh, that's right. Conan's funny. That's one funny white dude. He's very white, by the way. He's super white. He's almost transparent.
Yes. Even though I don't know what that means.
Transparent means see-through.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, I wish the antique mall was open today. I like antiques, man. I don't know why I do.
Antique mall.
Right there. Either they don't open on Sundays, they don't open till 1. Oh, open today till 6. Well, they're not open yet, fool.
I guess they open at 1.
Must have, yeah.
1 to 6.
Yeah. Everything still operates on funky time on Mondays. Has there always been O'Reilly Auto Parts there?
No.
I didn't think so. Man, this part of this town has changed, boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tattoo parlor.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
A tree down.
Mm-hmm. Been a lot of that happening lately. Another hurricane came through, this time through Georgia. I don't know what kind of damage it caused. I haven't really kept up with it, but I heard it was not too pleasant. A lot of people lost power. Hurricane season should be winding down, I think, now.
I hope so.
Because it starts in like, I think it was September, October. Hopefully it's winding down by now. It's been crazy this year.
I saw a picture of what it looked like in some part of Florida.
Yeah. So Florida got some this time?
Yeah. It hit the coast of Florida.
Oh, I see.
Then it went to Georgia.
Yeah. Well, I don't want any more bad weather. And I especially don't want any snow. I don't want any ice or any cold or freezing rain, which is why I hate the wintertime. That's why it's so expensive to live like somewhere like San Diego or San Francisco. Because it's warm year-round.
Oh, heck.
No, I'm not kidding. It's warm year-round. Year-round. Like, I'm not talking about scorching hot year-round. Like, it's hot during the summer and then warm the rest of the year, you know. Can you imagine that? Like, it never really gets cold?
No.
That's crazy. Hey, you know what? I'd be fine with that.
I wouldn't.
Are you serious?
I would have to be cold.
Why?
I don't like being hot all the time.
Well, I didn't say I liked being hot all the time, but if you gave me a choice of, hey, Tom, you can wear shorts year-round, or you can wear shorts part of the year and then freeze yourself to death and go into a coma the rest of the year, I would say, give me shorts year-round. Make it happen now.
I'd much rather wear... No, never mind. I was about to say I'd much rather wear pants, but never mind.
Yeah, I know that's not right. Yep. No, not even close. It's going to be an interesting drive up here. I just get the feeling it's going to be quite eventful. But we're not going to let it get to us. It's a day off. I'm happy to have a day off. I'm excited about it. Say again?
We really need gas, because look at it.
You got to speak up, kid.
We really need gas. Look at it.
I know. I told you we're going to be walking if we don't get some. Now, I don't want to be walking. But, by the way, how do you run out of gas in the year 2018? Unless you just, the gauge is busted, you can't see it? How in the world do you run out of gas in this year, this day and age? How did you ever run out of gas to begin with? There again, unless you had a busted gauge. There'll be people like wandering around trying to get money from you and stuff. And they'll be talking stuff like, can you help me get some gas money? We're trying to get back to the house in another town. We're down here visiting family and we live an hour away from here. And I'm like, maybe you should have planned better.
Maybe you should have brought a gallon of gas with you.
Maybe you should... I don't know about that, but maybe you shouldn't have drove an hour from where you live if you didn't have the gas money to get back.
Well, yeah.
You should always have a plan to get back, folks. Wherever you're going, have a plan to get back. I'm not making fun of these people if it's the true story, but otherwise, have a plan to get back. Well, we are on the verge of episode 40. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Tom Clark's main event is up to 107, 106, 107. We're about to wrap it up here, folks, so we're going to give you the plugs real quick. Go to boinkstudios.com
Yes.
for all your Tom Clark needs, including podcasts and latest columns.
Boink Studios.
Thank you.
Boink Studios, Boink Studios, Boink Studios.
Right.
Go there right now.
Well, you could just type the one Boink Studios and be done with it. You don't have to type it 4 times or anything.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
That's what you do again.
That's not true. You're very dishonest.
It's totally true.
You're misleading, actually. So, you could still find my stuff on WrestlingRumors.net, and you can also still find me on the Floor Seat as well as the Chair Shot. Right now, that's where I'm writing. That's what I'm doing. Hopefully, you dig it. Send me some comments, words of wisdom. You can follow me on Twitter at Tom Clark Writes, WRITES. Check out the main event live, Tom Clark's main event, every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wrestling Rumors Facebook page. Hopefully you dig it. You can join in the conversation. I do a Q&A throughout the entire episode. It's pretty cool.
Mustang.
That guy agrees in the Mustang. He enjoys the show as well. That's all we got. You got anything else, man? Anything you'll talk about? Or can't hear a head shake, kid?
No.
No. All right, listen. I always give you the last word. And I want you to do something good this time. I want you to think about it for a second. I don't want you to yell Fortnite or Uncle Drew or whatever. I want you to have a good last word. And I want your last word when I tell you to hit them. I want it to be something good. How about something to hit them with as we go from summer to fall? Your thoughts on it. It don't have to be just one word. It can be 2 words or 3 words or 4 words, but
Don't say anything yet. I'm still
preferably not a paragraph.
Still thinking.
You better make it quick because we're going to take it home. Folks, that's all we've got for you. Thanks for listening to Tom Clark's 30-Minute Fun Show. Hope you had fun. We did. And come back real soon for episode number 40. We'll see you next time. Boy, hit 'em!
Yes, crap!